I'm recording. What? No. All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Black Spin. Excuse that slight interruption. How y'all doing today? As y'all can see by the title, it's about to go down. I did want to make sure she wasn't crazy when nobody know. All right, now welcome to Black Spin, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, even you guys' preference is tired of the bullshit that y'all got going on, and it's like y'all need to fix it and get your life together, and it's sad that the daughter, the mother, the granddaughter, the creator of your oppression, the ancestor of your oppression has to come tell you how to get yourself out of it. It's funny how in the late 1800s, the early 1900s, even during um, when we were prisoners of war, we were in concentration camps. Even then, our men were masculine, and they fought tirelessly for us to all be free. And y'all see my glasses are filthy. I've been working all day in my lab. I still got on my apron. So fought and fought and fought for us to be free. Yet I don't know what happened between the 1940s, the 1950s, 1960s until now that men are just docile. I don't understand how come you could be so comfortable in your oppression. But we have someone here to help you guys get rid of. So I'm going to be doing a live reaction to this video. I just want you guys to look and listen because honestly, it's hilarious. And at the same time, it's sad. So here we are. Let's go.
Because maybe it's racism and maybe it's economic injustice that we never corrected from slavery. I think it's that one, and I have solutions. I know how much you love white women telling you what to do. Or maybe you just...
So who like white women telling them what to do? You know she ain't talking about us. Because you can say what you want to say, and I'm not saying that black women and black men are in competition with each other, because we're not. It's our counterparts that created that division and that competition. Like they'd rather be in competition with us than other male groups. But we're not in competition with them, and if we were, we would definitely be winning because we don't want to be oppressed. We're constantly digging ourselves out of it. We're constantly trying to raise our kids to the best of our ability, even though most of us have to do it by ourselves. We're constantly building business, building commerce, trying to fight this economic war and balance out the capitalism and the large gap in economic disbursement. We're constantly trying to close those education gaps and things of that nature. But it seems like, a lot of you guys don't want to do it with us. You're even picking your mate not with a business mind, but you're following your eyes. You're not even following your heart. You guys are following your eyes and the phenotype of these ladies. And I think that's just so weird. But so yeah, she know y'all like white women telling y'all what to do. So y'all always say, oh, well, y'all like white women because they're so passive and not submissive. They're giving you the false personification of submissive. What black women do is we keep it real and be genuine with you guys, and we don't want to play those mental games. But y'all like mental games apparently. But let's get back to business.
Just like us talking, or maybe it's just because you like our mouths, which is weird because we don't have lips. I had to buy these. Kylie Jenner style. I apologize for my set. I used to have twinkle lights back here, but they were stolen during the riots. I'm sure George Floyd's family needed them, so I'm not racist.
See? Look at that. But y'all like her. This is what you guys are dating. And you can say what you want to say. Oh, my white girl ain't like that. Okay. This her grandma, her auntie, and her cousin. Stop it. And remember that comedian Elon who was on Twitter because he had to sit in the car 2 or 3 years in a row because his wife, his then girlfriend, now wife's family, wouldn't let him in the house for Thanksgiving. And he's still married into that family. Despite the fact the first 2 or 3 years y'all were together, they sunned you and made you sit outside. And your girl let you sit outside and eat too by yourself. They probably spitting your food and everything. And you still married her? And you had to sit outside? She didn't even sit outside with you. She didn't say, baby, you know what? Forget my parents. We're not going over the house for Thanksgiving. Let's go to your parents' house. so you could be comfortable. Mocking George Floyd and everything, y'all still a bang her out. Y'all know y'all would. That's crazy. That is so crazy to me. Oh, I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. Let's go.
That's how that worked, right? Okay, here we go. Not racist. Step 1, stop signing shitty contracts with old white guys. Let's talk business. I know that cultural appropriation seems like really annoying, but it wouldn't be as annoying if you were making fat money from it. Hey, just saying. When Black artists own their own work and designs and creativity and IP, as they should, the Black community will continue to benefit from it. But if you keep signing shitty contracts with old white dudes who own your masters, you're fucked. Even if you have a hit record, you end up broke in a couple years like most rappers. Don't take the advance and buy chains. Own your masters. You have a following. Brands will give you chains for free. Marketing. Cultural appropriation is your friend.
See? But when someone like me tells you that, oh, we don't know what we're talking about, we hating and all this here stuff. You can literally get jewelry for free. I spent 100 grand, 50 bands, and a lot of y'all front, y'all buying fake jewelry. Y'all can actually get real jewelry and get paid for wearing it. Yeah, how many of y'all please don't tell me that that's what's happening because y'all are not branding. I was in the Galleria when several high-end rappers came. For example, DaBaby came. I saw DaBaby pay for his food, his clothes, because I was there shopping for quite some time myself. Or Lil Baby, DaBaby, the one without the hair, whatever. I don't understand why a grown man would call himself baby anyway. It's like, so, come on, guys, we gotta be smarter. You can get paid for wearing Gucci, Louis, and Prada. You can get paid for that. Why wear that stuff for free? If I was famous, I'd be dressed from head to toe for a high cost. Y'all remember how all those rappers couldn't get in, couldn't buy into Hennessy at first, but y'all was giving it to them, giving them promo for free. Y'all remember that Champagne Cristal? Everybody used to drink back in the day, from Diddy and everybody. But then when Jay-Z wanted to buy into the record company, guess what they told him? No. That's why he ended up making Ace of Spades his own champagne company because Cristal didn't want to do business with him. So that just goes to tell me y'all was popping all the bottles of Cristal on y'all own dime and was just getting paid to make that company rich. A lot of companies take advantage of your popularity and capitalize off of it, except for you. I agree with her so far.
White people love your shit, as we should. If your number one export is your awesome culture, you'd be silly not to sell it. It's not selling out, it's just selling. Business. Whatever device you're watching this on right now, an Asian person probably made it. But they're making money. It's just capitalism, and you need to play the game. Dr. Dre was one of the highest earning...
And you need to play the game.
Celebrities, not Black celebrities, celebrities last year. When Black artists and Black business people who've made it continue to pull up other Black talent, shout out Tyler Perry, it helps redistribute the wealth. Rappers, maybe stop calling yourself Lil, because there's like 5,000.
See? She's talking about group economics. She knows we don't practice group economics because every time one of us gets rich or strikes it big, the first thing we do is date outside our race. Once you date outside your race, you become comfortable in your oppression. So with that being said, you're not going to look forward to bringing up this person or that person. You're not practicing group economics any longer. The struggle is no longer your problem because you feel like you have integrated into this false personification of inclusion through the fact that you're dating this woman of the dominant culture or the dominant race. But it's not like that. You're not benefiting the way you think you are. And as soon as you go broke, she's going to leave you. A few videos back, I was maybe 5 or 6 videos back, I was talking about that world famous soccer player who was from Cameroon, I believe. He married that white woman. White woman squandered all his money. So I think she just really just siphoned it all and embezzled it all. Then he hurt himself, went broke, couldn't pay. She left him. Told him he couldn't even see his kids. He's still going to court to fight for his kids, but he didn't have any money to do so. He went back and married the Black woman. I wouldn't let him marry me. Once you go over there, stay over there. But that's white men made up that saying, once you go Black, you can't go back. Because you fucking can't. So once you go white, you can't go back. But anyway, so what happened was he went back and married the Black woman. She allowed him to marry him and pay for the wedding because she had deep love for him that he left before he became rich. And had he kept her, because she had made a name for herself, she had become rich on her own. So had he stayed with her, not only would they have had mutual money, but she would have guaranteed flipped his money and made something out of it if she had flipped her own, you know? So y'all are not capitalizing off or not getting a status for being in these relationships. All you doing is dispersing your wealth to their community.
Of you so far, right? It seems kind of silly to create brand confusion like that, but what do I know? I'm just white. If you go to a Little John concert, most of the crowd is white people. Kind of weird for so many racists to hide in plain sight at a hip hop concert, huh? I'm messing with you. Let's circle back to branding. Remember when hashtag #MeToo actually meant something? And then suddenly everybody who ever had a bad date was trying to cancel the guy as if we all haven't given a blowjob we regret. I did this morning. It totally took something that mattered and watered it down, like an Americano that just wasn't made right. Also, I support the protests, but when I saw people go for Starbucks, I almost became a roof Korean. What did Starbucks ever do to you except caffeinate you to live your life? So maybe don't dilute this moment to be about everything and stay focused. I don't think you need a handout. I just think you need a handout to bring the next people up.
See? Group economics. This is the second time she's touched on group economics, something you guys don't believe in. Like Nagash, for example. There's no reason why all the celebrities aren't wearing their shoes. They make a quality shoe. It looks couture. It is couture, but y'all not wearing it. Isaac Moore, he's giving away more purses than you guys have bought. More bags than you guys have bought. His branding campaign and marketing has cost him maybe in the millions or hundreds of thousands. I don't know how much it costs to make his bag. But how many of y'all are going back buying the stuff after he gives you something? Y'all expect it free from these black business owners and these black labels and these black designers, but who's actually paying for it from the black designer? But y'all have no problem in dropping $10,000, $20,000 on Versace, Louis Vuitton, Tom Ford, all of that other stuff. It's crazy.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, $1 billion. Help the next crew. Okay.
See, I've been saying that, but the Beehive attacked me and got one of my videos deleted when I said Beyonce does nothing for the black community. I don't give a damn about her coming out here passing out food when it flooded. Shit, I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me they got a check from her when from the pandemic when everybody sent in their personal information. Like, come on, a hand up. Okay, yeah, you did a feature for Megan Thee Stallion. That's not a hand up. A hand up is coming out is what Chamillionaire did when he said, I'm going to give business grants to 5 small black businesses. I don't know if they were black businesses or just small businesses, but at least he was trying to give someone a hand up, even though it probably wasn't for us. We don't know. Does anyone know who Chamillionaire dates? Does he date outside his race? I'm wondering. Let's go. Basically, she's saying black people help each other out. Like, y'all are getting rich on your own than spending y'all money in the dominant society. We don't need y'all money. We good.
We totally have to decriminalize marijuana. All these black kids are acting up. It's almost like you've locked up one of their parents for something stupid like a joint. Of course, weed should be decriminalized right across North America, and everyone who's in prison let out for that. You mean a child acts out when one parent's in prison? So fucking prize. When anyway,
it's a fucking prize.
Housewife can get Percocets for being a little bit upset that day. It's pretty fucked up to put people in jail for marijuana. Let them out.
You heard what she said? They can get Percocets for having a bad day, but we go to prison when we self-medicate with little marijuana, which is completely, like, natural and should be legal.
Start rebuilding families. Seems like...
And she's telling y'all this in her black business, for black people, for black men, first of all. But she's telling y'all this in her black business tip because we don't withhold anything for our vote. Y'all voted for Biden because Biden said, oh, if you're not black, you don't vote for me. But... what did he do for y'all yet? I kept telling y'all, vote for Trump. Trump put so much money in the black community while he was in office, and he did things strictly for black people. But no, he's a racist. He says a funny way of showing it. And I kept telling y'all, Biden is the racist. He's the one that called you super predators and monkeys and all these things. He had 8 years in the Obama administration to undo the crime bill, and all he said now he wants to just say he apologizes for it. What about dismantling it? He is not going to do that.
Like a lot of people on the internet right now should hit the pipe. A lot of people typing crazy shit. Is it only drugs that black people predominantly enjoy that should be illegal? That's what I'm hearing? Okay, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm a pro. If we're going to criminalize drugs, then the pharma companies are going to have to go to prison because they're the ones responsible for killing so many people. Side effects may include everything except going to prison for your drug of choice. Okay, yeah, I get it. Decriminalize marijuana and fix black families. What's that word that's used for white people when they try?
She knows. Like, come on, y'all. This is one of them telling y'all. Like, I know the games they playing with y'all. Well, we playing chess and y'all steady playing cards.
Be an ally and help fix problems that they never created.
And she let y'all know in the beginning who she's talking to. She said, because we know you love for white women to tell you what to do. So she damn sure ain't talking to an indigenous woman. She's talking to the indigenous man who even had his title of being indigenous stolen from him. Cha, cha, cha. The weakness of it all.
In the first place because they weren't alive yet, but they're really trying to help. White savior. Okay, yeah, being a white savior makes me thirsty. Not trying to tell you how to live your life, but maybe be a little bit nicer to people that are trying to help and trying to figure things out as they go. I wish this was vodka. The internet's crazy. Also, it might be a good time to not cancel everybody automatically as they try and learn how to be better. If you want a second chance, you have to give second chances. Step 3, black men. I need you to pull out and stop coming inside women that you don't want to have a family with.
If you didn't know who she was talking to, now you know. Exactly. The lack of black families is the lack of black businesses, the lack of black tolerance in itself, the lack of black togetherness, the lack of black unity. All that comes because there are no black families.
Great. I read somewhere that 80% of black homes are single parent homes. Listen, I get that black women are like super hot. Somebody tell Hollywood because they don't treat them like that. I've noticed. Shade. You're telling me black women can play one of 2 roles? Either the crazy ratchet hoe or the tough girl. You sure black women don't have a range of emotions like everyone else? Shade. There's no way Jesus doesn't love your people. Blessed. Booties are blessed. P.S. I think dark skin is beautiful, which is why I spray tan. You're not only putting your child, but your entire culture at a financial disadvantage by not having 2 parents in the home. And
you're putting your kids and your entire culture at a financial disadvantage for not having parents in the home. Mind you, I'm not trying to point the finger, but I'm pointing it. We don't create single family households. Every black woman that I know that has a child with a man wants to be with that man. They left or chose not to be a family with them. Even if they were cheating or something, they wanted to work it out so they can be a family. Most black women that I know pursue the family while our counterparts run from it and abandon it. It's like, what the hell? What the hell, guys? What the fuck?
I realize that a lot of you who do that didn't have 2 parents in the home. Don't you want better for the next generation? You want to change the economic issues? Just pull out. Just pull out. Becky, they don't have economic issues. Let me explain this for stupid people who didn't bother to look at my PowerPoint. Black people in North America were slaves. And then one day we were like, our bad. Okay, bye. How are they free when they had no money? Thanks to you being super talented and smart and making really amazing creative things the whole world wants to enjoy, we can fix it. Let us make it.
See? So now this is a part where I really don't agree because after slavery we had more money and more land. We were owning things. We knew who we were. We knew we were indigenous. We knew how to operate businesses. We had our own movie theaters. We had our own cab companies. We had big broom manufacturing companies that burned down in Wilmington. We had the Patterson Car Company, which is the equivalent to Yellow Cab. It was rolling dolos from state to state. Oh, is a dolo a real? I hope it's not a drug. I mean, like driving from state to state. But anyway, so we had so many things. Check out my video, Murder of Black Wall Street or Murder of Black Entrepreneurship, and I go in depth in that video.
Get right on you. You gotta do your part to help even the playing field. Speaking of playing fields, black people, you gotta buy some sports teams. Things that you excel at, you should be owning.
I said this years ago in exclusivity in the black community. You guys, if we took all the top black basketball players, Jay-Z, for example, $1 billion. All he needs is $1 million to start a team. He could call it the American Football League or the Indigenous Football League, IFL. All he has to do is go to all the high schools, tell all those kids, give them all $100,000 to come play for him. Don't even let them get the talent. Charge $75 for the tickets, and we'll fill up those stadiums and those arenas just like that. Just like that. A cool $1 million in his name. Or we can take all these rappers, like 10 rappers, let them all get a team, let all their teams battle it out. Just don't make it no ghetto stuff. Everybody shooting guns, smoking weed, and all that their stuff. I'm telling you, we can do it in a very civilized, constructive manner. We have enough money coming into our community, but it just leaves so rapidly before we get a chance to invest it back into our community because you guys would rather look good than be well off. People would honestly rather look good than be wealthy. And that's sad.
Black people excel at sports, not hockey, but other sports. All the organizations that just got tons of money thrown at them by corporations that want to make sure you don't think they're racist. We put up our black square, and how much does it cost to not be racist? Build the wealth. Black Lives Matter would be a dope record label. Just saying, y'all should be buying Amazon stocks. Number 4, let's talk about the vote. Personally, I don't care who you vote for because I believe your vote has to be earned, not just given based on your skin color.
Exactly. We gave Biden the vote because he has Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris isn't even black, by the way. Her father is Jamaican because he was born in Jamaica, but he's of a totally different race. He's one of those Indian guys from over there. So he don't like black people. Her mother is of Asian persuasion. She don't like black people. And Kamala Harris told you, I ain't doing shit for black people specifically. No way. She told you what she was not going to do for you, and you voted for her anyway. Biden Harris. Why? When Kamala told you out of her own mouth in more than one interview, I'm not doing nothing specifically for black people. But Trump had done things specifically for black people already. And everybody that voted for him was a coon. I'm going to do an answer stand video because she deserves one to herself.
That sounds insane. Black people have always supported left and voted left. And anybody who doesn't who's black is a coon and other bad words I'm not allowed to say. I've never said that word. You've always voted left. You've always supported left. I just want to ask, how's that working out for you?
What are the Democrats doing for you?
I'm just saying, when people get upset, I always look for the lies. No lies detected. I said with my friend the other day, continuing to vote for someone that doesn't actually do things for you is like dating someone who keeps cheating on you and you think they're gonna change. They're not. They're gonna keep cheating on you. Only politically date someone who actually does what they say. Your vote is so important in the next election. You better make them work for it. Mm-hmm.
And you didn't.
Also, when it comes to voting, we should probably stop deciding how we're going to treat people based on who they vote for. What would that be? Prejudice. Think for yourself. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. You might as well sing that if you're going to sign shitty contracts and spend all your money on things that you don't need. Defund McDonald's. It's poison, and black people are disproportionately obese and having heart disease and all these other issues because of it. When you're sick, you're spending money on medical bills and medicine, and that's money that's not going to your kids' education. Being healthy is part of the rebellion. It's a lot harder to control healthy, happy people.
I keep telling y'all, stop eating meat, or at least dial back on it. I keep telling y'all. But y'all like when white people tell y'all what to do, like she said, right? So.
See what I'm saying? If every time you get paid, you make it right in the club, it's going to be really hard to build credit, which means it's going to be really hard to get a house and really hard to buy a car if you want to. To create big money, you got to stop spending money on stupid shit. Not going to act like I don't do it too. I do it too. Oh my God, why did kids without 2 parents at home and no money go looting? That doesn't make any sense. That I don't.
Did you hear the wisdom in her sarcasm? White kids with 2 parents in a home and no money go looting. No, they don't. You hear the sarcasm? They have 2 parents. They have access to wealth. Even on a moderate level, even if there's a household with 2 working European parents, the European Cosbys. The Cosby Show was the mold for a lot of white people. We just didn't pick up the memo.
Don't understand it. Leave the small businesses alone. Side note, it's going to be kind of obvious in certain neighborhoods that all of you suddenly have new shoes. Scuff them up a little bit. To all the white people watching, your selfies at the marches are like totally fire and kind of weird to be using this for social media, but whatever. The fuck are you doing? Please stop treating the marches like Coachella. White people, some of y'all doing too much. I saw photos where they shackled themselves and put the things on like they're slaves. If you're really about that life, volunteer as a slave for a black family for a year. Oh, it was just for a photo. I get it. Yeah, you're an idiot. And lastly, just a little side point for me. When you say things like white fragility and toxic whiteness, it's kind of fucked up. And you know how I know it's fucked up? Just replace white with black. Doesn't sound right, does it? Exactly. I know for a fact that we're able to lift everybody up without having to pull anybody else down. Toxic whiteness, toxic blackness. Could you imagine? Thanks so much for watching. I'm Becky, and these were my business tips for Black people this time. Yes, I'm calling myself Becky. I'm taking the power out of the word by owning it myself. Some smart people taught me that. Thanks for watching. My name is Nicole Arbor. If you like this video, tag a friend. Share the video. Get some conversations going. Thanks again for watching. Keep laughing.
See? Very smart business tips.
Be good to each other in real life. And it's a nice time.
And it's like, y'all not gonna listen to her. I bet everybody, let's see what it had people had to say in her comments. Oh, why my comments don't, it's like my laptop is always trying to, like, come on with the comments. But anyway, I'll look on my phone and read some comments. They ain't one monkey don't stop no show. What they think this is? How do you go to your history? I guess one monkey do stop itself. They try to stop by. They try to stop me.
What if I told you Etsy is doing more?
Okay, so at some point we're gonna have to stop being comfortable in our oppression. Are Black men comfortable in their oppression? That's gonna be my next video, because what I don't understand is that you guys do not try to fight it and don't try to rise above it. So let's see, as a Black woman, this is pure gold. She's dropping knowledge. Be more mad at the dirty laundry than those who recognize the dirty laundry. Y'all get out y'all feelings. She's speaking deeper than majority of the community. She told no lies. I support it. Oh, wow. I love when Becky pops the balloon of Black men, because if this was a Black woman, nobody would listen. A lot of people would label her a bitter Black woman. She's referring to Black men, and they're in denial about, like, when they are everything. Wait a minute. Let's try that again. I promise I'm literate. She's referring to Black men, and they're in denial about it, like they are it. They're like they are in everything else. Okay, you're a white woman you worship are telling Black men you're a mess, and they just want to whine instead of trying to own sports teams and recording labels like they dominate. Like, that's crazy. Where's the distribution companies at? Like, Master P saying you gotta have product, but what about services? If he would have a record distribution company, maybe they keep Black people out those doors. They keep you out those doors if other Black artists will go strictly to him to get their music distributed. Come on, guys. We gotta be smart. I respect your courage to speak on the truth. A lot of demographic is so quiet today. Being healthy is part of the rebellion. It's a lot harder controlling healthy, happy people. Yes, girl. And quote her on that. This girl definitely was a cheerleader in high school. She's spitting 100. LOL, Becky went in, and it is what it is. I don't see no Black men commenting. Just Black women. I feel like I just smiled for the first time in weeks. That was a white girl. Where are the Black men? Thank you for saying what rational people are thinking. Keep it up, Nicole. White boy. Okay, here's a Black man. Salute to all my brothers, Tech Nine, Hospin, and Locksmith, for being independent, depicting the type of songs you release and when you release the songs is laudable. What? I don't get that one, but okay, let's see what another Black man has to say. This prodigy is on point. No Black men. No, boy, Black men. If she was talking about something else, here we go. Here we go. Awesome shit, girl. Funny and sad at the same time, because everything you said is true. Now, let's see how many ignorant folks get upset and get upset, and the truth is here. Maybe he meant to put is there. Keep up the good work. If ever in the A, let me know. So he in here flirting. Ever heard of grade A, under A, watching his video on Nicole Amber? What? First off, it's Black man, not Black boy, kid. Black women have been saying this for decades, but black men called us bitter, jealous of Becky. He didn't have nothing to say to that. I'm still waiting to see what a black man say. Man, this is actually good stuff. Yo, Becky, you stay making those funny and on point videos. Always look forward to your newest. Keep it up. Good word. Thank you. I needed a laugh based on sarcastic truths. White boy. Wait. Hold up. Isn't she the one who made Dear Black People? Yes, fucking brilliant. And is dropping more troops and bombs here. Yep. Simp. It's her. She's terrible. No, she's not. If the stuff she was saying would a hit dog will holler every day. See, whatever. So that's my commentary. I just wanted to come out here and share that with you guys. Let y'all know we are a laughing stock to everybody. I'm not trying to blame our men, but brother, come on, man. Join back in with your baby mamas. Create a family. Create generational wealth so that we can stop being the laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? Men always saying submit. But submission comes with leadership. You submit to your leader. Like, where are you trying to lead me to? I'll go. Tell me where we going. Man, they don't even tell me where we're going. Just let's go somewhere. You start leading, and I guarantee you the rest of us will follow. Because you cannot submit where there's no leader. This is Black Span, and I'm out. You guys have a wonderful time, a wonderful day, and thank you for tuning in.